Show. My name is Johnny Hughes, and I tell you what, last Friday was a big swell party. 7 p.m. sharp. Obi and Ponsan, Lexi the Comet, they came together. And usually when they tell you that when two elephants fight, it's the grass that suffers. And in this case, it will be your ribs. Get ready. That unforgettable radio experience. The kings of comedy, Obi and Ponsan, Lexi the Comic, will come together one more time this Friday. They will crack your ribs with other comedians. The show is What Matters Today, WMT show. That is what we call it, What Matters Today. The other definition that you have in your head, keep it. It's for your own enjoyment, entertainment, and relaxation. But get a light-hearted, fresh perspective into the current, trending, and controversial issues and enjoy satire, humor, and irony at its best. What Matters Today, turning the mundane into hilarious moments. Get ready for certified rib-cracking moments. Exciting. What Matters Today, premiering on the 2nd of February. Happened, I told you about it. But it's on every Friday, 7 p.m. all the way till they drop off. 3FM 92.7 is your urban lifestyle radio. It's your birthday today. Happy birthday to you. I've got our latest edition in studio. I'll tell you about her in a bit. In the meantime, some blast from the past. Listen to Pastor Siama from Takrady. Enjoy.
Brofo, Obroni, I'll be over United Kingdom and United States, you know. You won't know Brofo and Waka. If you know what them, what the camera for. Where are some bro?
Pastor Siama right there, and who next? Listen.
Teachers are suffering. Teacher trainees are suffering.
Yo, baby,
Nurses are suffering. And nursing trainees are suffering. Patients are suffering. Students are suffering. Traders are suffering, pensioners are suffering, drivers are suffering, contractors are suffering, civil servants are suffering, and farmers are suffering. Fishermen are suffering, and industries are suffering. Artisans are suffering, and kayaye are suffering. The disabled are suffering, and men are suffering. Women are suffering, and children and Ghanaians as a whole are suffering.
Ray, and cash do one.
At some point, her father deleted part of her name so that it could reflect the indigenous and regal essence of African ancestry. She's been in the media for quite some time. A graduate of the Ghana Institute of Journalism, now UNIMAC. She's married. And she has a lot under her sleeves. She will say it herself. Latest addition to the Onia Group. I nearly said Onia Group of companies.
We're getting there.
We're getting there. I'll give you Nana Yaa Brefo. Nana Yaa, good morning. How you doing?
Hello, good morning.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
You're excited, huh?
Yeah, very
Dancing
excited.
to the song, to Danny Best, to everything.
The song says a lot of things to it.
Welcome to Media General.
Thank you.
How does it feel?
Feels good. Very good. The welcoming is great. I'm loving it.
You're loving it.
I'm loving you guys here.
Nana Yaa Brefo.
Yeah.
Takrady born.
Charlie.
Came to Accra.
Yeah.
known as Deborah. Then somebody says, take the Deborah off.
Hey, my father.
Why?
My father.
Tell us why.
My father said he was just passing, somewhere. I heard somebody say, hey, Deborah. Say, what kind of challenge did you need for you? Just give her Nana Yaa Brefo, that's
All right,
it.
that's it.
Yeah, so I never started school with Deborah.
Right.
But, so here I am.
What kind of a person are you?
How would I describe myself? I think the people know me better. Sometimes they see me in town and they're like, oh, that's not how you are. You're supposed to be loud. You are this, you are that. So I don't know. I'm outgoing, outspoken. I speak my mind
Right.
at all times without fear or favor. I try to be friendly,
Right.
not too open. I don't have a lot of friends, a few,
Right.
not outgoing. What else should I add?
I don't know.
Funny, jovial.
Right. What does journalism mean to you?
A lot. What we were taught in school. Gatekeepers. The H, how. The who, the why. The what. That's about it.
Right.
To assess, entertain, educate, and then scrutinize the things that are supposed to be given us.
Right.
That's about it.
Do people think you're a difficult person?
Yes.
Why do they think that?
I don't know. I think people think same about you.
Whatever they think is their spiritual business.
You know?
So people think you're a difficult person, and they think that, well, you're too hard.
Harsh and hard.
Harsh and hard. But
Is it wrong? Is it
well,
bad?
Bible says if everybody likes you, it's one to you. So
Yeah,
yes, it makes the equation balanced. Yes. But then does that bring any impact to the journalism that you practice in terms of the results and scratching people where they itch?
Yeah, I think so. You go to some constituencies, and we used to do constituency watch. And then you go in there, you probably have to speak to the MCE, DCE. Sometimes they carry you around, show you things they've been able to do.
Right.
We also go check the things that are supposed to be done that hasn't been done, and he's there with you. And then he probably expects you, because, I carried you here and there, probably be on the side, on the soft spot of whatever you're doing. And you hit them in the face. Why is this not done? Why was this done this way? And, it's like they get agitated at a point. They are like, why are you asking me this? That kind of thing. Yeah, so, we get results. Not all the time, because we are still doing the job. Sometimes you meet people, they're like, why are you screaming? I mean, this hasn't gotten anywhere, so why are you screaming?
Right.
We've gotten somewhere. We're from somewhere, and now we've gotten somewhere. And now they know we are in the business, we are not stopping. We'll be on their necks till the right things are done.
I see. Yeansa is the morning show on Onya FM 95.1. Yeah. What does Yeansa want to achieve, or what does it stand for?
Right, so the literal meaning of Yeansa is like you go meet somebody at home, and then you tell the person why you're there, and the person will just say, okay, so about 2-3 people here, Yeansa. Then the person will say Yeansa, then you also tell the person, whoever came in, what is at home, or what the person should expect. So we're here, you're going to put lights, or you're going to highlight the things that are in the system, things that our governments are supposed to do, the promises they gave us, what we're expecting them to give us as, electorate, the promises, especially your MP, ministers, CEOs, whatever it is, that is not demanding. It's our right. We only ask questions about.
So that's what Yeansa is going to do. And you're going to be on from next week?
From 19th.
19th
February.
19th
We are launching it on 19th.
19th February. It's going to be like, do you have a question you want to ask?
No, I was going to say, when Nana Yaa started listing her qualities, I think she added fearless, and for good reason, because this heel that I'm looking at, you've got to be truly fearless
Don't get used to it.
to walk in these shoes. But I wanted to speak specifically from the female perspective.
Yeah.
How much more difficult is it for you as a woman in this business to be assertive? Because, you know, as a woman, as soon as you are assertive or do the same thing that the male counterparts are doing,
call you names.
You're no longer assertive now. Maybe you're bossy, or the other one that starts with B ends with Y. I don't want to say it. It's morning radio. How do you, balance the two? Being a woman in the space and still holding your ground. I'm sure you get those thrown at you.
We are few in the system. It's quite serious, dangerous.
Dangerous.
Very. I mean, I don't know how people treat them. I don't think it's just the same as the women. For us, they think we should be soft. A woman should be soft. A woman should be respectful. There are some questions a woman shouldn't be asking, or there are some areas a woman shouldn't be doing. So a woman probably should be doing the entertainment, the social issues and stuff like that, and not politics. So a few of us are within that space. And it's not easy. It's not easy. Sometimes it affects relationship, personal relationships, relationships with other people, relationships with, your pastor or whatever, or even government.
Right.
So it's not easy. Sometimes they throw threats your way, threats to your kids.
Right.
That kind of thing. It's quite difficult.
How do you manage family and this work,
Not
knowing
easy.
that
You wake
it's
up at dawn. Every day, married woman, you wake up at dawn, 4 a.m. I mean, I've done this for about 10, 15, 20 years, and always you have to be out by 4:30. You are
at the
out.
time when your husband wants to
Training,
cuddle? That's when you have to go out of bed.
I don't do the don't stuff.
Helen won't understand. Take some.
No comments. I'm here at the
Don't worry. We're not gossiping about you. We're saying it in front of you, so you don't go and tell people that we're gossiping about you. Yeah, we're saying the things so you hear. Yeah.
Noted. I mean, getting up earlier obviously also has an impact. But I wanted to pick your brain on that. When you see women in the space and they're quite assertive, it comes with a whole lot attached to it. But I mean, the steam is now about to even take off even more with this one. So if you thought Nana Yaa Brefo was slowing down, you thought wrong.
So Yeansa 19th we'll do the official launch. What time belt are you on air?
5:45 to 10 a.m.
5:45 to 10 a.m. And what are some of the things that we should be expecting in between?
Motivation here. We are picking the constituency stuff back. We'll do normal social issues. We'll touch on our relationship, on things that are happening at home. We'll do the usual sports, entertainment, trends as well. We would ask you to ask the president whatever you want to ask. What is in your mind this morning? You wake up, you see the president today, what will you ask him? So yeah, so
let's put you on the spot now. You wake up this morning, you've seen the cuckoo board letters flying around. You meet the president today, what will you ask him? That's your microphone.
I'm just going to ask him what different.
No, you're on your FM now.
Okay, so
you know what,
His Excellency Nana Danko Akufo-Addo no pay mama watching.
Jay.
Masembi so. And I'm sorry, I'm who let be a combonte so cocoa processing in 2001. Yeah, practice ways I normal practicing idea. Miss Remy Bisa. And today is Ronco now the buy. Dear Ronco and I would bemu. Sagana from 2016 when the previous government Omufri Hono cocoa now you to me producing 1 million tons and they 683,000 out of that syndicated Sikaya Kwako Gieno enti see it to me CD of about 650,000 leaving us with just 43,000 tons 43,000 tons na ye kan ho asem so idea because of buidam 30,000 tons ekodada enti utiche mu na chesa aka be 14,000 tons for mu a process cocoa wo Ghana ha as last year na I see it to me import cocoa. This year the one shakra na 685,000 tons. Yenya. We probably might get about 500,000 tons. Let's just say Sikana e bosia na yakwote no hu cocoa no kra wa hwa e enso near the aquacutia sabosian. And the Yaka ne day pa. And I dear Kahuna, then now the Baka cocoa. And we are for you produce cocoa, chocolate, or gun. And to send more cocoa board for the by the society, dear. Nature say, yeah, at Ghana, you produce cocoa. Cocoa, you yan a papenny. Because cocoa board is telling us, say, quality cocoa, one the inferior one. And the quality one, once I yeah, produce your cocoa in your beard. To suffer war. Ye to Ghana, house we a craft and war. Yet not see my refinery nano. At it ya pansam. And nay, cocoa queer for sicacrano. And so at it. Ya cocoa queer for bread, womukra chocolate, woman yabini. Ye nebi waha. I see yan the papa mushwa. Yet, let me say, I from 2001 missing there. Yen to be nine.
No, monsieur. Yeah, cojin crack.
Yeah, betting crack.
Hey, crack toy, yeah, try one.
Yeah, should tell you.
And can call baby, I may basses. So it's going to be exciting on Nana 95.1 FM. You should be looking forward to that show. And I ask you this, Helen has already asked you about women in the media and all of that. I'm sure she's taking a few notes here and there. What does the future look like for women in media? Because a lot more women, because of the aggressive nature in which people are, attacked, they share their opinion and say, shut up. They're not supposed to say that. I mean, what does the future look like for women in media in Ghana? Given the sharp politicization of issues of national essence.
I fear for us, as we are growing. I'm not seeing others doing what we do, and it's worrying. We know, the field, this political space is assumed as for men. I don't believe it's supposed to be so. But I don't know. I think Ghana we should find a space for women. I'm saying this because, you see, as an assertive woman on social media, they are there attacking you. And sometimes they send their goons on you. From the political space, the political people, actually, when you just post a picture, you have a problem. Just a picture, no comment. They will insult you. They insult your being. And insult and make it look like, this is not your terrain. It's fearful, but I encourage them. It is Ghana we are building. And this is the country that we love.
Do you get worried that a lot more young female journalists are not interested in asking the tough questions? They're interested in, Shatawale.
Yeah, they don't actually want to be in that space.
They want to do entertainment and lifestyle. They don't want to do anything hard. You try having a conversation, hey, please. But they have a full journalism degree. Do you get worried?
Yeah, I do. I do. And I'm wondering why. Well, but I'm not surprised. Because the threat is massive.
And it's real. And it's very real. As soon as you start asking the tough questions, a lot can happen. But I think the more women we have in this space and the more assertive we get, then, there's strength in numbers. Now, if there's many of us doing it, many of us singing the same chorus, you can't come after all of us. So I hope any, budding women journalists listening this morning who want to be more assertive, take a cue out of Nana Yaa Brefo's book and even mine, if you will, as we're doing this as fearlessly as we can.
Yeah.
Have you ever had to shut up because people on social media, influential people make calls and say, look, you keep quiet? No, the usual attacks and
they do, but you can't shut me up.
Have you ever shut up because of that?
You can't shut me up. Oh, well, at a point, I wanted to just let go. At a point, I felt like, look, enough is enough.
You wanted to leave?
To leave the scene and just, leave the media scene. So I just threw a question out there. Guys, Charlie, I want to leave. What do you think? And about 85-90% were like, no, there's not time. You have to be here. You have to stay. We look up to you. So I got encouraged. I had to pick up the pieces and then dust my feet and then start.
What were you going to leave to go and do?
Do I even know? I have other businesses. I have other things I do apart from the media work. So I thought maybe
you were
I
going
could
to
just
stick
focus
with those
on that.
ones.
Yeah.
What do your children say when, I'm sure their friends show them some of the things and do they ask you questions?
I have a son. Strangely, he's not actually into
social media, all your
stuff like
yeah?
that. No, at all.
So he doesn't hear. He's blacked out from
completely.
Those things.
He hasn't asked me anything. It's just that when I'm not going to work, he'll ask me when I'm going, and then when I got this offer, I sent it to him. He said, "Wow, that's good. Congratulations," and that's it.
I see. What about husband?
Well, he gets worried about it. He gets worried about it because sometimes it's not easy. I mean, you get people saying you're not married at all, you're lesbian, you're that, you this, you're that, you this, and it's worrying.
Just to get at you.
Yes, just to get at you. So, but he's used to it. He knows me. He knows I don't get deterred by some of these words and comments, and he just encourages me. Actually, he's my manager now. I ask him just listen to what I say. And then let me know where I went wrong and then where I was okay. So it's fine. We are used to it.
How do you deal with the threats on your life?
Sometimes you go to the police station, you report it. That this is what is happening. Some will call you, I've been asked to do this to you. Other times, so you just, you feel it's just threats. Nothing much would happen. But it does happen. Sometimes when you go to elections,
reporting, you're on the field reporting.
You're on the field reporting, or there's a conference somewhere within the political party headquarters or wherever. You get some of these, comments here and there, attacks here and there, trying to get you out and stuff like that. But
okay, I'm told that you have to go on to Nyamachi, meet Captain Smart and have a conversation as well. So I have to let you go.
Thank you.
But what do you leave us with? And for all the theming supporters and the listeners that you have who are getting ready to tune in on the 19th from 5:45 to 10 on Onia 95.1 FM, what do you leave them with?
Yeah, it's here. I just joined the team. I'm coming with all that is in me, what you know, and then I'm adding more to it. They should stay tuned. They should join us on the 19th of February, coming with a fire. We are coming to keep them on their toes. That's our job.
Right.
So that's about it. They should watch out.
Thank you, Nana Yaa Brefo. We're grateful for your time and welcome to Media General.
Thank you.
And we wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Grateful. Leave us now for Onia TV, Captain Smart.
Ladies and gentlemen, you will recall that I stated in 2014 that if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate